Ombudsman, we have an intern program. Because just like we invited you this morning, especially for an information session, we believe that it is important that you are properly prepared. Knowledge is power. As at the beginning, somebody said we are here to learn. So we're focusing on the students today because we want you to learn about the country, the constitution, the structure of the country, and the role of the ombudsman in the constitution. But that internship program, every year we have 1 or 2 interns. Students that did well in school, either we invite them in for a vacation program or to work with us a few months. Students like Nakomi are in transition. She did well in school, she has to wait, but we want to let her taste what it means to work ethics, because learning is not for nothing. Why you go to school? Just to learn? Why you go to school? Yes, yes. Exactly. You are preparing yourself for the future. So our intern program is to assist students to prepare themselves. They learn being inside, working with us, a little more of how government functions, what it means to work somewhere, etc., etc. And since Nakomi is your somebody from your school, I'm sure you can ask her all the questions at the end of the session. Yes? Okay.
Just a short introduction to this subject. The sale of the new government building is something that has been in process now for, I think, over a year. The idea to sell the government building to be able to pay debts that are in arrears actually came from the CFT, together with the instruction given by the Kingdom Council of Ministers. Attempts were made to package the sale of the building to SZV and APS in a format that it would not be able to be construed as a loan. That has been quite a challenge for the last year in trying to do that, because the instruction included that government would have to sell assets in order to liquidate the debts according to the instruction, which has to happen over a period of 3 years at a rate of 20 million per year. After I took office, I had a look at this challenge, and I came up with a formula that could not be construed as a loan. And it's that formula that, in negotiating with APS and SZV, we came to an agreement that would allow assets to be sold and the debt be reduced according to the instruction that we receive from the Council of Ministers. The debt, of course, was built up from premiums deducted from employees, civil servants, which was not paid out to SZV and APS, and that debt accumulated to 60 million. So the attempt that was made here, and is included in the budget, has been vetted by the CFT, which you can conclude from their letter that in which they sent recently upon my request to give their sentiments on the draft budget and to look at the commitment that we've made to sell this building in the form that we're doing, and it is not being looked at by them as a loan.
What is the, now you said in your presentation basically that you came up with an ingenious way of doing the transaction, so I'm not sure how this will come across, but what is the interest rate or the percentage used to calculate the rent that is going to be paid from government to APS or SZV? And I would like to know if it is the same across the board for both, because in negotiations before with APS, they wouldn't talk to you unless 7% was the norm. So I would like to know if you, again, with that shotgun of yours, was able to get a better rate than the 7%, which was the norm about a few months ago, and now today might be a new norm. You know, things change, people change, and here we go. Is this not a risky venture for, in particular, SZV? What is the result that basically SZV has in St. Martin and in the world out there? How much, what percentage then of this transaction is actually taking up or taking away from SZV? Basically this, is it a 25% of their total reserves are going now in just one transaction? So basically we're putting all our eggs in one basket, although it is government. And I can remember before in the past, how can institutions playing with the people's money put all of this amount of monies in one transaction? So I'd like to hear your opinion, and then also the opinion, and hopefully it is in the financial advice that I asked for earlier from SZV, if that is not a risky situation, putting it all in one basket. We can go back to the Netherlands Antilles days, and we saw the pension funds of the Netherlands Antilles, and also at that time SVB were owed huge amounts of monies by the Netherlands Antilles, and actually was bailed out actually by the Dutch government. I hope that this is not a trend that we're continuing on. Please, can you again break down the cost and rent that we have paid out since we started paying rent to RGM? So RGM's rent, the rent that we're also continuing to pay during that time to the places that we have been using, and also what this new deal in terms of, I don't know the term of it, I've heard 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, I'm not too sure what that would mean. So I believe that this transaction goes back somewhere close to 2003, from the days of negotiation with RGM to today is 2016. So whenever we started that, I want to know what we've been paid out so far till then, and now what this new deal is going to cost from 2016 to whenever it is, 20 years. So give me a total cost from that date to 2000 and what is it, 36 or whatever it is, or 10 years, 15 years, whatever that is. I want to know the total cost, and does it mean that we get the government building at the end of the transaction, or does that continue to still be an asset of SZV, and whatever APS is getting out of this as well, I'm not too sure. Please move on.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Hey, Bob, you're on family vacation. Oh, but your daughter's got the measles. But don't worry about it. With your Be Sure travel insurance, children under 12 are covered for free.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah, for free. Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Here we go. This is freedom. This is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem. I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that have come to last. Here's to living in the now.
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so
So
good.
alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey, I'm gonna live my life, feeling good, so good, real good, so
KFC, so good for everyone.
In my meeting, the last meeting that I held with Charlotte Brookson Academy, they were actively seeking solutions to the land issue or the housing issue that they have. They had received an extension from university, so they have not been kicked out. And government is actively trying to assist in the best way that we can. I have no overview of the land at this point that may or may not be available to grant to any school. Schools that establish and want to execute their purposes usually have to have a business plan. They usually have to have their ducks lined up, basically. The subsidy usually is not asked for with the presupposition that government will fund your housing and all of this. The funding that they do receive pays their rent at this time, and government is willing to assist in whichever ways. We have increased their subsidy as their student population has increased, and we're looking for solutions, but I cannot guarantee any being able to, just grant land at this time. This would set a precedent that others would decide to establish a school and then government must give them land, and that's a precedent we have to be careful not to set. I know for sure of the swimming team taking part in Carifta. I have not received the information of the track and field team taking part. That has not been shared with the Department of Sports, but as I said, the Department of Sports continue to reach out to the associations to get that information. There's also the Sports Federation, which has to vet the associations to be able to take part in these international and regional games. So that information is new to me, but we will be looking into which other teams are representing. The only confirmation I have at this time is the swimming federation, the national team. Yes.
Obviously, Miss Pink Shakiba, the silver medalist of last year, will have to defend the crown. That means she will have to be a character to do so.
Well, I'm very happy if Shakiba Pink will be representing us. As we know, she's an outstanding distance runner, very young, and she did very well, I believe, was it in Nevis the last time that she ran? St. Kitts St. Kitts Nevis Federation. She really excelled at that time, and her sponsor at the time, I believe it is Guardian Group, invited us at that time. I wasn't even a minister, to honor her. And again, this is where the importance of having that financial injection from the business community really allows our sports athletes and other youth outstanding students to be able to go out there. As you know, the budget is not what we would like it to be able to fund each and every person to the maximum. Most of the foundations and associations submit their request, and based on the availability, government assists in whichever way they can. The question even came to me, Stephen, that if it's a national team, then government must support the entire thing. And I'm, getting that feedback from parents who felt that there's not enough being done. It is a goal and a wish of government to be able to do that. But in order for us to do that, we have to generate funds as a country. We have to be able to get the business community to do their part. And we need the volunteers. We need parents involved. We need those with the skills on island that would not cost, to bring down the cost, because it is an expensive venture. So if Shakiba Pink is representing us, I'm happy to be able to say that we wish her the very best, and we will look into who else is going to represent St. Martin and highlight them as well. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
We'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Let us all give Casey a standing ovation, please. Thank you. Casey, on behalf of Fort St. Martin, I'd like to congratulate you on your achievement. And I hope the next time looking at you on TV, it will be 100 for the West Indies. $5,000 guilders. 5,000 guilders. 5,000 guilders.
Representing SZV Social and Health Insurances of St. Martin, we'd like to congratulate Keith Carty, his parents, the Cricket Association, and the community of St. Martin. We are very proud to have you, to stand by you with this achievement, and we hope you accept a small token of acknowledgement on behalf of Social and Health Insurances SZV. Social and Health Insurances SZV acknowledges your accomplishments, and we wish you much success with your future career. Awaiting you at our offices is a check for 5,000 guilders, and we hope you use this wisely to further continue your career. Thank you and congratulations.
On behalf of the Supervisory Board of Directors, management, and staff of NVGEBE, we'd like to present you with a check for 5,000 guilders. It's guilders.
You know, as a local telephone company and a good corporate citizen, TLM has always contributed to youth programs that can give us local heroes. I see DJ Ras holding up a sign there with St. Martin Hero. And I think a small society like St. Martin really need heroes for the youth to look something, you know, like forward to, and also giving us what we have here today, a hero amongst us in the cricket. So as our token to congratulate you, we hereby also present you with a check of 5,000 guilders. So keep calling so we can do more of these programs. And use Telsa.
On behalf of Spartans cricket team, Future Champs cricket team, and St. Martin National cricket team, we would like to give Casey this as a token of appreciation. One last thing here. Casey has been a member of the Spartans team. Casey has been a member of the Spartans team since he could barely walk. That's even before Spartans were future champs. Keith has always been close to the team, and Casey was always with his father. So automatically, he had big brothers that were not blood related. Casey gravitated to some of us from day one and even to this day. With the little success he's had, he's not changed one bit. Besides Casey's skills, talent, and the amount of work he puts in, one of his greatest attributes is that he's a good listener, and he knows how to take criticism. Well, at least that's from us. His recent U19 success may have been a shock or surprise to most, but not us. We even expected better from him because we know his capabilities, but going forward, we would like to take this moment to congratulate Casey on his achievement thus far. Many of us played under 19 and never crossed that barrier. Not because we weren't good enough, but I believe nothing happens before its time. His achievements will open many doors for upcoming youngsters, so I'd like for them to use Casey as an example, know that they have someone they actually knew played international cricket.
But I would like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Carty for the guidance and motivation you gave to your child. And this is how we have a hero here, right in St. Martin, such a small island. I remember when I came to this island, St. Martin was not even on the map of the world. Slowly, things are coming up. And this young nation, it was there always, but it was difficult to find. But over a period of 30 years I'm here, I can see that things are improving. Our country is a very young democracy, and I'm really proud that Mr. Carty, Mr. Casey Carty, is our hero, and he has brought our island on the world map, and especially not on the baseball or any other, but the world of cricket, where we were not very much known.
Prime has believed in also cricket because of my friend Mac, and we do sponsor Pepsi tournaments here, and we are very proud to do that, and we'll continue doing that. Other than cricket, Prime also supports a lot of sports because we believe in the youth of St. Martin, and that is very, very important. They rather play cricket than sit under the tree. So we are very happy to see that. And even though we say Casey has achieved a big thing, let me explain you how big it is. Every kid born in India, every guy or every girl is born with a cricket bat in their hand. And believe it or not, in every corner of India, no matter in a rich place, poor place, you will see only cricket in full-fledged. And to go there and perform that well against a team, the world-class team, he really needs a major round of applause. So I have Sunil, who's our Pepsi brand manager, to present Casey a check. As he's used to getting it as a man of the match, we made it similar to that. So we went from guilders to dollars, so he gets $3,000. And I hope, Mac, with all this inspiration going on here, that finally we'll have an amazing cricket stadium in St. Martin.